Hello and welcome back to Unlock B2 English. I'm Sarah. Have you ever written an important email for work and wondered, does this sound professional enough? Or maybe you read a news article where it says, a man was arrested, and you've thought, but who arrested him?
And I'm Mark. That feeling is something almost every English learner experiences. The key to that professional, objective tone often lies in a grammatical structure that can seem tricky, but is incredibly powerful once you master it. Today, we are unlocking the secrets of the passive voice.
Exactly. We're not just going to show you how to form it. We're going to show you when and why to use it, so you can transform your English from simply correct to truly sophisticated. So Mark, let's start with the basics. What is the biggest difference in focus between an active and a passive sentence?
The biggest difference is what you want to highlight. The active voice focuses on the who, the agent doing the action. We finished the project. It's direct and clear. The passive voice focuses on the what, the action or the result. The project was finished. The we becomes less important. This shift in focus is everything.
Let's dive into the main reasons to make that shift. The most common one is when the agent is unknown or unimportant. If your car has been damaged in a car park, you might not know who did it. You'd say, my car has been damaged. The focus is on your poor car, not the mystery person.
Precisely. Or think about a large-scale process. Millions of emails are sent every day. Who sends them? Everyone. It's unimportant and unnecessary to say by people. Similarly, if the agent is obvious, we omit it. The police are the ones who arrest people, so we just say the suspect was arrested. We don't need to add by the police.
The second big reason, and this is crucial for B2 learners, is to create a formal and impersonal tone. This is your best friend in academic and professional writing. A scientist wouldn't write, I noticed the cells changed. They would write, a change in the cells was noticed. It removes the personal I and makes the finding sound like an objective fact.
That's a great point. It can also be used to be diplomatic in a business context. Imagine your team made a mistake. Saying, we made an error in the report is very direct and places blame. However, saying an error was made in the report focuses on the problem that needs to be solved, not on who to blame. It's softer and more professional.
Okay, let's go deeper, because this is where B2 learners can really start to sound advanced. The passive voice becomes even more powerful when you combine it with modal verbs like can, should, or must. The structure is simple, modal verb plus be plus past participle. For example, instead of saying, you must complete the form, you can say, the form must be completed.
This is incredibly common in rules and instructions. You might see a sign that says, helmets must be worn at all times. Or a document might state, the results should be reviewed by a manager. It adds a layer of formal obligation or recommendation. Other examples could be, the issue can be solved. It is possible to solve it. This password cannot be shared. It is not permitted. The meeting might be postponed due to the weather. It's a possibility. Your application could be rejected if it's incomplete, a warning or possibility.
Another advanced structure you'll see everywhere in the news and formal reports are impersonal passive structures, often starting with it. These are used to report opinions, beliefs, and general knowledge without naming a specific source. You'll hear things like, it is said that, he is a very private person, or it is expected that the company will post strong profits.
Exactly. These are fantastic for sounding objective. Instead of people think that, you can use it is thought that. Instead of the reporters say that, you can use it is reported that. These structures immediately elevate the formality of your language. For instance, it is believed that a solution will be found soon. It sounds much more formal than we believe we'll find a solution soon.
Now, Mark, I want to introduce another related structure that often gets confused with the passive causative. This is when you don't do an action yourself, but you arrange for someone else to do it for you. For example, I don't say I repaired my car because I didn't do it. I paid a mechanic. So I say I had my car repaired.
This is a brilliant point. The structure is have plus object plus past participle. It's passive in spirit because the subject, I, is not the one doing the action, but it's causative because the subject is the one causing the action to happen. Let's give more examples. You don't cut your own hair, so you say, I'm going to have my hair cut. You don't install your own internet, so you say, we are having a new router installed tomorrow. You can also use get for a more informal feel. I need to get my watch fixed.
The key difference is this. My car was repaired, passive, just tells us the state of the car. It's a fact. But I had my car repaired, causative, tells us that I was the responsible agent who made it happen. It's a very common and natural sounding structure.
Absolutely. So we have the simple passive, the passive with modals, impersonal structures, and now the causative. That's a full toolkit. But this brings us back to a myth we need to bust. Some teachers say, avoid the passive voice, as if it's bad grammar. What's our take on that?
That is indeed a myth and a very misleading one. The passive voice is not grammatically incorrect. It is a stylistic choice. The problem is not using it, but overusing it. If you write an entire essay in the passive voice, your writing will feel weak, vague, and difficult to read. The active voice is more direct, strong, and energetic. I made a mistake is stronger than a mistake was made.
So the real skill is in the balance. It's about knowing when you need to be direct and energetic, active voice, and when you need to be formal, objective, or diplomatic, passive voice. Think of it like a spice in cooking. A little can make a dish amazing, but too much ruins it.
Perfectly put. And that brings us to your challenge for this week. We want you to become a passive voice detective. Find a short news article online, maybe from the BBC or Reuters, read through it, and highlight every time the passive voice is used. Then, for each one, ask yourself, why did the writer use it here? Was it a simple passive, a passive with a modal, or an impersonal structure like it is reported?
That is all the time we have for today. We hope this deep dive into the passive voice helps you feel more confident in your professional and academic English.
Thanks for listening. Join us next time on Unlock B2 English. And if you want to keep working on making your English sound more sophisticated, we highly recommend a past episode. Go back and listen to episode 11, 7 Subtle Mistakes That Reveal Your English Isn't Advanced. It's the perfect next step to continue refining your language. You'll find it in our podcast feed. See you next time.